Melania Trump thought she could humiliate Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett on live TV, but 41 seconds later, the entire room went silent. What Jasmine said next didn't just stop Melania, it flipped the entire stage upside down. You won't believe how she shut her mouth. The studio lights were bright, cameras rolling, the audience hushed with anticipation. On one side, the polished, composed First Lady exuded the confidence of power.
Travel. Their integrity, compassion, and intelligence reflects to this day on me and for my love of family and America.
Across from her, Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett radiated quiet strength, her eyes focused, her posture calm but alert. Sparks were inevitable.
And cheat, known for inciting violent mobs.
The moderator's questions began politely, but the tension was palpable. Melania's words, delivered with smooth precision, slowly shifted from polite commentary to pointed personal jabs. She questioned Jasmine's credibility, hinted at her family's flaws, and tried to put her on the defensive. Each remark carried a subtle sting.
Pastimes which adults often consider insignificant, unimportant. But I wonder.
The audience leaned forward, waiting for Jasmine to react, but she remained still, letting the attacks hang in the air. Her calmness only made Melania's words feel sharper. Melania pressed on, her tone elegant, but cutting.
That is a lesson that I continue to pass along to our son. And we need to pass those lessons on to the many generations to follow. Because
attempting to assert dominance through carefully chosen phrases, yet Jasmine remained unshaken, sitting with composure that made every passing second heavier. The room felt like it was holding its breath. And then, after a long, deliberate pause, Jasmine leaned forward and delivered a single line that changed everything.
The First Lady, a model. And when I say model, I'm not talking about Tyra Banks, Cindy Crawford, or Naomi.
Barron is not your son, and everyone knows who his mother is. The reaction was instantaneous. Gasps echoed across the studio, eyes widened, and Melania's confident exterior cracked. Her practiced smile vanished. For the first time that evening, she appeared unsettled.
Texas Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett.
In a House hearing Wednesday, Crockett questioned First Lady Melania Trump's.
Congresswoman Jasmine Crockett took time to insult First Lady Melania Trump and her legal status.
But what made Jasmine's lines so powerful wasn't just the content. It was the patience, the timing, and the calm delivery that amplified its impact. She had turned an attempted humiliation into a moment of undeniable authority. Melania scrambled, denying the claim, laughing nervously, and attempting to pivot. But the audience wasn't buying it. Her voice, once soft and commanding, now sounded defensive, strained. Meanwhile, Jasmine's silence spoke louder than any rebuttal. The contrast was stark, the First Lady floundering, while the Congresswoman remained composed, poised, unshakable. Then Jasmine took the moment further. She didn't retaliate with more personal attacks. Instead, she addressed the nation through the camera, speaking of truth, integrity, and leadership. Her words elevated the conversation above personal conflict, emphasizing that true leadership isn't about tearing others down, but standing for values and accountability. The audience, still reeling from her earlier line, leaned in again, captivated by her composure and clarity. Melania tried to interrupt, but the room's attention had shifted. Every eye was on Jasmine, every ear tuned to her voice. By the time she concluded, there was no doubt who had won the exchange. Jasmine had not only survived the attack, but transformed it into a platform for something greater: unity, honesty, and the kind of leadership people could respect. As the cameras lingered, the balance of power on the stage was clear. Melania's earlier attempts at dominance had failed. Jasmine Crockett had demonstrated that strength isn't found in titles or status, but in patience, timing, and unwavering confidence. She had turned a potentially humiliating encounter into a defining moment, proving that true power lies in standing calm, speaking truth, and letting integrity speak louder than force or intimidation. The moderator struggled to regain control, but the night had already been claimed. When Jasmine delivered her final words to the nation, "America, you've seen the truth tonight. Who do you believe stood for you?" It was more than a question. It was a challenge, a call for reflection, and a statement of leadership. By the end of the evening, it was clear the moment belonged to Jasmine Crockett. Melania Trump's polished exterior had faltered, while Jasmine's calm authority had prevailed. The audience left with the lasting impression. True power isn't in silencing others, it's in speaking truth, standing strong, and rising above attempts at humiliation. That night, Jasmine Crockett did exactly that, leaving a message that would resonate far beyond the studio walls.